Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is our August wrap up. Yes, we are starting this at a weird angle because I was just filming a clip for a video. But yeah, we're starting at this angle, but I finished my first book for August, which is The Love at First Sight by Mary Jayne something. I've got to say her name. It's on the screen. 3 stars. It was okay, it was good. But and the characters were like relatable and the banter was good, but the last like 25 to 20% literally turned into the secondary character story, not our main characters. So it's all more of them and not our main characters. So it was like really weird. It felt like they all took 2 stories into one instead of giving like the secondary characters their own book and like, you know, making it into like maybe like a mini series and stuff. So yeah, I was a bit put off by that, I must say, because I'm expecting the story of one lot of characters, and then I had that story of another lot of characters, so it was a bit disturbing. No, not disturbing, that's strong words. It was just off-putting. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's our first book. Technically, I did finish 2 books yesterday, on the 1st of August, but I started them in July, so I've added them to my July TBR. But yeah, so this is the actual first book, started and finished in August. Yeah, there we are. I'll see you guys for the next wrap up. Hey guys, so we have another little wrap up. I have finished Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I'm giving it a 4.25 stars. My full views and beans are in my 24-hour readathon, so do check that out. But just know that it's a very fast-paced book. I've literally flown through it in like a matter of like hours and stuff. So yeah, if you guys want like a nice fast-paced fantasy dystopian to read, this is the one. Like, highly recommend. Not this one. So yeah, that is where I am going to end it for the day. No, what am I going on about? Yeah, that's where we're at. I will come back to you guys with another wrap up. So I have another book to wrap up for you guys. I did technically finish it a lot earlier today, but I literally finished it just before walking out the house to go to my grandparents, and that was Better Than the Movies by Len Pater. I listened to the audiobook whilst I was working this morning, and I'm actually thoroughly disappointed with the book. I gave it 2.5 stars. Yeah, I know it's a YA, and it's meant to be like cute and funsies, but I was cringing and waiting for it to be over. Yeah, I'm very disappointed by it. I feel like the concept was good, and like the idea of the book, but I personally don't think Len Pater's writing is going to be for me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually very disappointed by that in that book. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. The characters, okay. I mean, it was pretty obvious from very early on that the plan that they had in action, obviously wasn't going to work, but like that you could tell pretty much as soon as they agreed to the plan, they were already thinking, well, we see from Livs, I don't even know what her name was, point of view, but you already see her like falling for him and know some things about Wes. Is it Wes? I think it was Wes. Like pretty much from the get-go, like from the moment they have this plan to put in place, and it's a bit like, I know that's going to be the idea, is that they fall in love, but I was expecting a bit later into the plan. I mean, he really liked her. She didn't realise it, but like, I would have thought she would have started noticing a little bit later in the plan, not literally as soon as they decided to do the plan. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that book. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next wrap up. We finish another book. We are on a roll this month, okay? We are on a roll. 4.75 with love theoretically. Absolutely loved it. I talk about this in my 24-hour reader form, so make sure you go check that out if you guys want to hear my full views on that one. Obviously spoiler free. Absolutely loved it. I loved the little cameos in there. And their story was just perfect. So yeah, absolutely love it. Highly recommend reading if you guys want like a nice little quick read. Easy. Fly through it. I read it the entirety of yesterday. The entirety of yesterday. I just read the book, so all good. Yeah. I'm going to move on. I do have another wrap up coming for you very, very soon. I have a little wrap up for you guys. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm feeling really, really rough. I have just finished my reread of None Shall Sleep. I'm upping it to a 5-star rating and I love it. Yeah, check out my, I don't even know what video to be fair. It's my really physical, but I can't really discuss it next, so I'll share it. Just know you guys have seen this book before on my channel, so yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling it. I don't know how I ended the last clip, but we're going to go with it. So I've just finished Some Shall Break by Ellie Marney. I'm really struggling to speak. A bit of a tongue twister there. 5 stars. 5 stars, infinity stars, everything stars. You guys need to pick up this book, like pick up the series. Like generally it's so good. I've been crying. I've been smiling. And it's a thriller. I'm not okay. Clearly, mentally not okay. But yeah, you guys need to check this book out. It's so good. The characters, their dynamics, everything just works so well. I'm a little bit upset with how this is going though, but that's just me. That's just my issue. It's just a me issue. It's fine. I need the next book because of how it was left. We need the next book now. Please and thank you. Just so you know. But yeah, guys, so good. Highly definitely recommend picking this book up. It is discussed. I go into a little bit more. You can see a little bit more of my reactions and everything in my reading my physical TBR video, which kind of just turned into an Any Marney vlog, but we're not complaining. We're loving it. We're loving life. So yeah, you guys need to pick this up, and I'll catch you guys in the next wrap up. Do I have a wrap up for you guys on the same day? Yes, we do. Is that because I read a novella? Maybe. Yes. Okay. I have read Destroy Me. What is going on with my camera? Hang on. Are we a bit more focused now? This needs a little bit better. I read Destroy Me, which is the first novella in the Shatter Me series. I do have it combined with the second novella. But so yeah, this is the I read the first one, Destroy Me. I gave it 3 stars because it's a novella. There's not really much to go off of. There's not really too much information. It was still interesting, and it was interesting to see this different insight to a different character. I think is the best way to put it. So that was interesting, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this character then evolves. I don't want to speak too much because obviously we're now moving further into the series, so I don't want to do any spoilers. So yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, can't really have much to say because of it being a novella, but yeah, I'm intrigued to see where the rest of it is going to go. But yeah, that is another book down for the month of August already. Let's keep going. Hey guys, so I have another wrap up. I finished reading The Runaway Bride. I listened to the audiobook. 2.5 stars. I didn't realise when I started this book that it was the same author as the first fight. The first fight, I think it is. Yeah, she did follow the main characters through this one, but it was like she was throwing so many different, like, just through my hairband, aspects and genres into one, and I was like so confused. So yeah, 2.5 stars. Didn't enjoy it at all. So much that was not needed in that book was in that book. Like, she didn't need to put half the stuff she put in that and could have gone down a different route. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that book, and I'm gonna see you guys again later when I finish another book. Hey guys, sorry, quickly a wrap up. For some reason, I don't know why I don't have a clip for wrap up for this book. I don't know what happened, but the other day I finished Gothikana by RuNyx. I gave it 4.75 stars. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend reading it. I was a little thing that there was some time issues, And for me, because the history and the history of the past is a big aspect, I feel like the kind of time needed to be correct to fully understand the story, fully understand the situation and the vibe. I don't know better words, but you know what I mean. And we were left with a lot of questions still unanswered. So yeah, 4.75. I really loved it. Really loved the characters, the dynamics, their story, the plot. It was all really, really good. So yeah, highly recommend picking that one up. I have just finished reading Half the Place by Emily Henry, and I'm an emotional wreck now. I'm an emotional wreck after this book. Was I crying? Yes. Yes, I was crying. Very, very much. Recommend picking this up, guys. Highly recommend picking this book up. The characters, love them. Love them. The situations, the scenarios, the thoughts that go through their head are so real and so home hitting. But yeah, I felt if you want a book that embodies life and the things people go through in life and the thoughts people go through in life, this book embodies life to me. So, just saying, so if you want to be torn apart, this is the book to pick up because it truly, truly tore me apart. So yeah, I recommend reading that. Rating. Have I decided on a rating? I can't right now. I'm thinking it's gonna be. It's got to be 5 stars. I just like that thinking about it's got to be 5 stars. Like, yeah, this book's just it's a 5-star read for me. So, on that note, I now need to try and put myself together with another book. Hopefully, I'll see you then. So I have another wrap up. I have finished the road trip. I listened to an audio. To be fair, I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't honestly know what I was going into expecting it for. But I haven't read her writing before, but yeah, it wasn't quite what I thought. Like it was good and it was interesting. The whole story and the plot was good. I don't know. I don't feel like I really fully connected with the characters because obviously all the back and forth and like they were different from obviously like whenever you have a back and forth, there's going to be differences in their personalities and their characteristics and stuff. There's something about the way it was written in this one just made it hard for me to connect to them. So yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it 3.7. Let's give it 3.75. I think that's better for it. So yeah. I wonder. So I finished Something Wilder last night. And it's something. It was something. Sorry, I'll repeat that. If you guys have seen my reading some of my video books for a week, you would know I said that in that clip as well. It was quite funny. But yeah, I'm 3 stars. I'm not gonna say too much. I think I'm gonna just leave it if you guys want to go check out that video for my full views, so I'm not constantly repeating myself, but yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. So we have finished Everything Went After by Carley Fortune, and I'm giving it a 3.75. So again, my thoughts are in my reading summer vlog, so I'm just probably gonna say them a lot and just let you guys. You can head over there if you want to know my thoughts, but let's just say I was disappointed. Is the word to say. It's probably disappointed. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But you guys can check out my reading summer vlog for all my thoughts and opinions on the book and other books. I have a wrap up for you guys. So I have finished The People on Platform 5 by Clare Pooley. I gave this a 3.75 stars. I enjoyed it. It was good. A lot of life lessons in there, a lot of meaningful, impactful moments, a lot of topics discussed, and it goes through a lot of really real situations that these characters go through and their struggles in life, and like it's just all so realistic and so something that you could just go through. and it definitely shows how important, like, not that's not what I was trying to say. It shows that people who are strangers and are some of the unlikeliest of people you may form a relationship with end up being some of the most important ones and some of the most impactful relationships. So, yeah, where you least expect to find friends is sometimes the best kind of friendships that you find. So that is another put down for the month of August. I very nearly said July, and I don't know why. Clearly, I want to go back in time. Clearly, we're going back. August. So yeah, I will catch you guys with the next wrap up. Really quick update. Well, wrap up. But I finished Shallow River by H.D. Carlton. 5 stars. 5 stars. I talk more about it in a physical TBR vlog, which is actually coming out after this wrap up. So you're gonna have to stay tuned and wait to see. But I do discuss it more in there. Just know, loved it. I have a little wrap up for you. So I have finished listening to / reading The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rules. This is a non-fiction true crime based on Ted Bundy and his story. Like, it literally just goes from start to end of his story and all the in between and the cases and everything. So and it's written by somebody who was actually a colleague and a friend of his. Back in 1971, they worked at the Seattle Crisis Clinic together, and stayed in communication throughout the years and stuff. So it's written by her, and it's actually really good. So yeah, 4 stars. It is very detailed. I'm kind of glad I listened to the audio because the writing is a little small. But yeah, we have another book down for the month of August. We have another wrap up. I have finished Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken, and I've given it 4.5 stars, and I am a wreck. Why? Why did it need to be done? Okay, why? I'm not happy. It's been left. I have to wait till April next year for the next one. Why do that to me? We were so close. Everything turned to shit. Everyone turned into a fucking arsehole. Why? Why? Not needed. My books. So yeah, that's where we're at with that one. So you guys know, finish that one. Highly recommend reading it though. All things aside, highly recommend picking it up. But yeah, no one down. Hey lovelies, so I have another wrap up. I finished reading The Gilda Stories by Jewelle. So this is an arc, and it releases on the 7th of September. This is a classic. So this was originally released back in 1991. It is being re-released as like a new edition and celebration and stuff. So yeah, this is really good, guys. Really good. I'm gonna read you the prologue so you guys know. Louisiana, 1850. A young girl escapes slavery and is taken in by 2 mysterious women. Rumoured to be witches, the pair travel only at night, dressed in men's clothing and seem to know others' innermost thoughts, but the girl sees the promise of true freedom in their dark, glittering eyes. The promise to share the blood and live forever. They name her Gilda. For the next 200 years, Gilda moves through unseen spaces, through antebellum bottles, gold rush bars, black women suffrage groups, hair salons, and jazz clubs, searching for a way to exist in the world. Her body, powerful against the passage of time, will know both beauty and horror through the women she desires and the blood she craves. But can Gilda truly outrun the darkness of history and face a future where the lives of everyone she loves are at stake? An instant queer classic when it was first published in 1991, The Gilda Stories is a radical reimagining of the vampire myth and outstandingly persistent in its explorations of blackness, community, and female love. I think I managed to get that out for you guys to understand. But yeah, this is really good. I highly recommend picking it up. It definitely does give the whole new image to the vampire myth and witches and everything. So highly recommend picking it up. I thought of something to say as I said that. I thought of something else to say. Oh yeah, it's about the writing. I was like, oh. As the writing goes on through the years, you can see the change in it. So the first chapter is the very old classic style of writing that you would have in that era, And as she goes through the years, it gradually comes to what we kind of know now as the writing. So yeah, that was really interesting to see, because I was like, the first chapter was a little bit of a struggle getting used to that writing, but then it like kept developing and changing and losing that kind of thing to it, and it just then flowed, and I was just like flying through this book. It took me a matter of like 2 days, 2 and a bit days to read this book, so highly recommend picking this book up if you haven't already. It's definitely a good one, and it definitely is a very big representation of the LGBTQ plus community as well, and the Black community, and yeah, so highly recommend doing it. I'm rating it, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 stars. I'm feeling 4.5 this one. It was really good, so yeah, highly recommend picking it up if you guys have not already. And again, it releases on the 7th of September in hardback and ebook. We have our last wrap up for the month of August, and unfortunately, it's a DNF. Our last book of August is a DNF, and it is this art copy of the Wren. Unfortunately, I'm DNFing it at 36%, which was just there. I read a good chunk. I just, for the life of me, cannot get past this writing style. It is so choppy. It is so back and forth and here and there, and there's no like flow to it at all. There's some tough topics mentioned and some discussions and stuff and important lessons I can see to have within it, but just this writing style is sending me mad. Like, I'm going insane. Like, I physically cannot read anymore with this writing style because I'm just so lost, and yeah, no clue. So we are going to hit the DNF on this one, unfortunately, which is a shame, but so I was really looking forward to it, and I thought I was going to like this one, but it is what it is. Not every book is for everybody, so yeah, we are going to call it a quitters on that one. And yeah, that is going to be all for the month of August. I have no idea how many books it is. Editing me will put it up there. So yeah, it is a shame, but it's what it is. Otherwise, we had a fairly solid reading month for this DNF. I think we've had a pretty solid reading month, which has been good, so that's fine. Let me know if you guys have read any of the books that you've seen in today's wrap up, any of the books that I've mentioned that I read in the month of August, and what your thoughts on them have been, and your opinions, and yeah. I'm going to catch you guys in my next video. So don't forget to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading. Bye guys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.